Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Um, apologies for being a little late. Before I start apologizing, let me just make sure that my platforms are fine. There we go. Now we can go live on TikTok. Okay, how's it, everybody? Luckily, I started the time at the right time. Sorry for being a little bit late, man. Sorry for being a little bit late. I was just having a couple of issues with one of the other platforms. But here we are. We're going to be watching Mamelodi Sundowns versus Cape Town Spurs two teams in two completely different situations. Sundowns, of course, is number one. 10 games played, 10 games won, 30 points in the bank. Then you have Cape Town Spurs, 13 games played, where they've only won a game, just one game. That game was against Pirates. Just a reminder, it was against Pirates. And they've lost the other 12. So they're sitting 13 games into the season with only 3 points in the bag. Only 3 points. So very, very interesting what the outcomes of this match are going to be. And maybe a little bit surprising, but actually it shouldn't be surprising. Mamelodi Sundowns has made wholesale changes. When last did you see Dennis Onyango in goal? When last did you see Morena and Mafiego start? If I'm not mistaken, they haven't started in a while. Then up front, Sirino Nku and Nazir. So all of the guys have been crying about Sirino must be brought in. Yeah, Sirino must be brought in. Now Sirino, let's see how he does versus pound for pound. Not even pound for pound. Statistically, realistically, everything wise, they are the worst team in the league. But if they are going to try to get a win from somewhere, it's going to come from a Sundowns team that has been changed, might be a little bit rusty, some of the players, we haven't seen these combinations. So let's see. Agent, hi, man. I wasn't subbing you, man. I wasn't subbing you. But here's Sirino. Rulani heard you guys crying about Sirino, and he went, you know what, guys? I'm not going to take out Nku. I'm going to give you both of them. That's how I'm going to solve this problem. But with all the changes that Sundowns made, just remember that on the bench, there is a bomb squad ready to come on at a moment's notice. Mamelodi Sundowns' bench has Peterson Ngobeni, Siabi, Zumu Mukwena Mudiba, Nkosi Masego Shalulile. So if he does need someone who can pull the trigger, so to speak, they are available on the bench should this game become a bit tight. Again, guys, I apologize for being a little bit late. My Facebook account has been suspended. So that is very interesting. We're going to be appealing that. But we're still going to be here. It's okay. Butlara says, Joe, guys, the entire Spurs team is at the back. Yeah, man, they don't want to take chances. When you've lost 12 games almost in a row, basically, you look back and you go, you know what, guys? Should we go hard in this game or should we just contain? Maybe trying to win 1 point is better than trying to go for 3. In the situation that Cape Town Spurs finds itself in. I mean, Middendorp is still also finding his feet, so maybe he hasn't had time to properly change and install the things he wants to do. So maybe, man, you just sit back, man. You just sit back and try and make it out of this game with a point. If you look at the benches, this is the most interesting part. You're usually allowed 9 players on the bench. They only have 7. And it's not for lack of players. They have Abo who's this boy? Parkman are there. But now it seems like they can't even put together they can't even put together a run, or they can't even put together 9 players for the bench as it currently stands. Maybe Middendorp is cracking the whip there in Cape Town. So I would have thought Middendorp would have gone to Boskukune, maybe wait for Gaetano to get fired or something. Who knows, man? Who knows? Reaction video got Dr. Mang. Next thing, suspension. Hey, Fumi, I don't wanna get into the weeds, man. I don't wanna get into the weeds, I did a video about you, Ubab Kaiser, Taung. I don't wanna get into the weeds. Hey, yeah. Butara says, but this is the worst team in recent history. I believe if not for the Pirates win, they would be the worst team in the league. If not for the Pirates win, that's what is stopping them from being the worst. If I'm not mistaken, I'm forgetting the name of the team. They said it on one of these episodes of things where they said that the record was, I believe it was 10 games losing, and they broke that one with that Pirates win. So second worst for sure, second worst start in the league in history. Which is not something you want to have, guys. Yeah, it's not something you want to have. That time, Sundowns is breaking records up top. You guys are breaking records at the bottom. Like, it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. But let's see if Cape Town Spurs can do something in this game. Cape Town Spurs, their starting lineup has Boshoff, Dotley, Haukonga, Daniels, Brown, Morton, Nell, Butsaka, Buchanan, Tetani, and Cupido. Those are the ones. Guys, 4 points in 14 games. That's if they draw this one. That's if they draw this one. Or they have to draw this one to get that one. Otherwise, it's 3 points from 14 games. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible. The fact that Pirates even gave it up, it would have been 13 from 13, 0 points. And, a lot of people blamed Sean Bartlett, that Sean Bartlett was the one who promoted them. Sean Bartlett, before the season, a lot of people have spoken about what do you do as a team that is going to be promoted into the league? One of the things you have to look at is to go, can we play with these old guys? I mean, look at the guys who are there. Abo Martin. Guys, how long? Martin, when did Martin play for Pirates? That was years ago, right? When did, remember Clayton Daniels? Clayton Daniels was part of that original Ajax team. And if I'm not mistaken, he was one of the older gents in that Ajax team. Yabo Piliat, Yabo Manyama. So, 10. What a 10. Ooh, save. So, when they came into the season, people were asking, Gucha, are you guys going to get rid of all the players? And bring in other players, fresher players, people that you can lean on a little bit. Not necessarily youth, but young enough that, you can give them a season. And they'll be fine, in quality enough to raise the bar a little bit. And they didn't do that. They rewarded everybody. They rewarded Bartlett. They rewarded the players. They rewarded all of these people. And it seems that the legs are not quite there. When you look at the history of our league, honestly, when you look at the history of our league, teams that have come up to the PSL have usually struggled because that jump is tough, but also if you come up through the playoffs, you practically have half a preseason to get ready for the league, right? So that's also something that maybe the league must look into because you have to pretty much sign and do all of your transfers and all of that stuff literally a week in, or a week to go to the league opening up. So that's it's a little bit unfair if we're being honest, Vukari says, I feel like the players are playing to honor the games. They're discouraged. They are discouraged. They are. But what's the alternative? I mean, I think somebody needs to sit them down and say, guys, you've lost 12. You've lost 12. At this point, yeah, you can sit down and maybe not come to the games or whatever. But at the end of the day, you're going to be back in the first division. So rather fight, man. Rather fight and see if you can't, get in Karipekto, try and cheaper United Pella. It's cheaper. Dali sends us all, man. It's cheaper. It's cheaper will have a bad season. Not this bad, obviously. They'll have a bad season and they'll be hovering there by 14. And they'll do just enough to stay afloat. And maybe it's something that these guys have to look at. Can they go on a run? I don't know. I don't know if Middendorp is enough to make sure that these guys go on a run. If we're looking at the log right now, oh, they drew one. Wait, which one did they draw? Oh, no. Currently, here I was about to say, they are 7 points away from Richards Bay. That's doable. But then trying to catch TS Galaxy will take a lot. So maybe they should try catch Richards Bay and angle for that playoff. Angle for that playoff. Agent says, but when you need points desperately, do you bring in Middendorp, someone who plays for a point every game? It's planning, Agent. There's a lack of planning. There's a lack of planning. I think they looked at who's available and they went for who's available. If you really were in a bind, and this is gonna sound, I don't know if he works there, but this is gonna sound a little bit. If you're really in a bind as Cape Town Spurs, and you need to be safe from relegation, my first call would have been Dan Dance, because Dan Dance was free up to a point. I think, yeah, it was free after Bartlett had left. I'd bring in Dan Dance. Dan Dance has a proven record of being able to implement a style very quickly, a proven record of, knowing how to navigate those relegation waters. I'd bring Dan Dance in. Bringing in Middendorp. Now, Middendorp going there, for me, doesn't make sense. Corner Mamelodi Sundowns doesn't make sense because, oh, there we go, clearance. Even him, he's like one of those people that I thought he would have gone to a Skukune. I thought he would have gone to a Royal AM. I thought he would have gone to a Richards Bay before going to Cape Town Spurs, I don't know how he does with relegation teams. Agent says, Dan Denso, that English coach, our relegation survivalist. Oh, Kerr. Do you think Kerr would want to come back? Do you think Dylan Kerr would want to come back to the PSL? Do you think so? I don't know. I mean, obviously, he's a development coach that side, but do you think that he'd be keen to come and fight the relegation? I don't know, hey? They should have brought the guy that has tattoos on his legs. Yeah, it's Dylan Kerr. Do you guys think Twitter would have been a better hire? Shut! Yo. I know, game number 14 is in the bag. Mbule. Jeez, what a shot. What a shot. Ball broke free from a corner and Mbule rifled it. He kicked all of his frustrations of being on the bench. He kicked it into that ball. Yay, what a finish. What a finish. Well, the cross in, ball comes out to Mbule, took a heavy touch, but they let him go. And yeah, where was Morton sliding? Morton, why were you sliding over there? This is why they lose the guys. This is why, look where Morton, okay, it was close-ish. You could give it to him. Devo says Mbule is a star. The issue is that he plays in a team of stars. He plays in a team Yarita. So he has to take his chances, and this is him taking his chance. Maybe he's going to create a headache for Urulani. One more headache for Urulani. 14 games, 3 points. 3 points out of a possible 42. Imagine 3 points out of a possible 42. Sundowns now, let's get this. Sundowns now has, should this end, 11 times the points that Cape Town Spurs has. you take Cape Town Spurs' points, times them by 11, and you have Sundowns. That is insane. That is insane. Like, we were speaking about how TS Galaxy playing Sundowns was 15 points versus 30, which is half. These ones are 11 times away. No, guys, like, Cape Town Spurs, you know what, ne? My value, and we allow somebody to come in, who's number one? Orbit. Maybe we allow Orbit to come in early, let them have 6 months to get acclimatized to the league. And then they carry on next year because what is this? What are we watching? Hi, guys. But yeah, to Asian's point, Vasily and the Ubadi, the TD, I think they were doing, they were doing very well with this team. I don't think they should have changed so drastically. Mara, hey, the wheels are coming off, man. Maybe you could have used the Ralani in this game, but Ralani jumped very quickly for whatever reasons. I don't remember them telling us the reasons, but he jumped very quickly. It's a goal and a half. The camaraderie in the Sundowns players, all of them asking Bullet to receive slaps from the bench. It's nice when you're winning, Agent. I wonder when you're winning. When you're winning, everything is nice. When you're losing, psychologically, Spurs won't come back from this. The players psychologically are dead psychologically. Yeah, it looks that way. It does look that way. It looks like they're not going to get back in. They were never in it to begin with. The sad part is that the season is long. The season is long. This is game 14. They still have 16 games to play this season. So if you're gone now, I can't imagine how losing can you imagine coming home every couple of days, every week, you come home just sad, man, just sad you lost. Michael Morton is even a TikToker right now. He's like, hey guys, clearly this Cape Town Spurs thing is not working out. It's in Zameli TikTok, blow up on social media, on that side because this football thing, yeah. Spurs have just proven everyone right. Always sign a new team after getting promotion. And that was the argument. I believe that was the argument all the time that we make. Well, the argument was that, shoot! The argument was that when you have people that have promoted you, you bring in, you reward those people for promoting you by giving them contracts. Remember the beginning of the season, they had contract issues with the team, with the coach, where I think deep down, the owners wanted to do a team refresh. But then, Pelo, it's on the pitch and it's doing the things. Every day after the game you lose. Guys, every day. Guys, can you imagine? 90% of your travel time. This is Cape Town Spurs. They're going to have to go back to Cape Town. Can you imagine what the bus ride is like to the airport? What getting on the plane and riding back is like? When you even get back to training? Like, you know what I mean? Like, after 12 games losing. No, guys. It's either there's plenty of fighting there or they're all sad together. I don't even know if they get sad, Agent. That's a very good point. Maybe they're auditioning to go to other places. Maybe they're auditioning now when they're like, hey guys, when the season ends, we're going to go look for teams. Why play hard? Why get your heart broken? Why put yourself in a questionable situation? It's interesting. Doggies, don't tell her, welcome, my brother. Doggies, guys. Doggies is the... Hey, where is the coins go, actually? Yeah, there we go. 2-0. Guys, if you want to watch one of the best EAFC, it's not FIFA, it's EAFC gaming streamers, live streamers. Tokotela is your guy. Head on over there, check out his channel, watch the channel. You'll see some good football, man. You'll see some good football. I wish, man, doggies, man, maybe you could get maybe niggas controller lapha Cape Town Spurs, man. Ubabonise ukuthi kudlalwa kanjani. But yeah, umkokotlo. No, it's all love. Thank you so much, doggies. It's all love. Guys. Oh. Imagine you're a sponsor, guys. Imagine you're a sponsor. Imagine you're the marketing manager that brought Cape Town Spurs. That brought Cape Town Spurs. Um, that brought the Cape Town Spurs to your company. Aye. How? Tibang, tibang, just like that. Tibang, tibang, just like that, guys. No stress, some doggies. Foul in the build-up play, hence a questionable goal. This is Jelly Chabani, guys. This is Jelly Chabani. It'll be other things. But anyway, guys, this is 2-0. Guys, Sundowns is not Chiefs, and they will score 2. Yeah, we allowed them to come back and score 2 goals and make it 3-2 and look flattering. But Sundowns, especially these bench players, man. These guys that usually sit on the bench, I'm sure they are hungry. They're gonna step in there and they need to prove a point. They know they're number 2s, right? Hey. Look at the way Khudalwa Kati. Look at the way Khudalwa di 1-2 Kati. Yo, guys. Ay. Fananom says we are Mamelodi Sundowns. How's it, Fananom? Oh, Butlari, sorry, Butlari. Hey, Nikwatile, man. Nikwatele, guys. Nikwatele. This Spurs Yabantu only has 3 points this season. Why are you guys so angry, man? 71% possession. Don't be so angry, guys. Don't be so angry. At least give them Golnyana, guys. Give them Golnyana. Hi, guys. It's over, hey? Look at the numbers in the box for Spurs. The lack of numbers. It's over, guys. Oh, I also didn't mention Abu Ali. Where's Ali? He's on the bench. Nazir Ali. Look at Middendorp. Middendorp chose the wrong thing. Then it's PlayStation 5 football. Agent says this team is trying to prove a point, so it might rain. Is that why you're not there? You guys are undermining Masandawana. Nazir is playing. We're not undermining. We're overmining. They must take advantage of this Cape Town Spurs team. It mustn't be one of those close games, man. Nababo Onyango, haven't seen Game Time in so long. Upra Dennis. Ernst once said Sundowns plays like it's PlayStation. Now we're seeing that. Oh, if there's one thing that grinds my gears about the league, if there's one thing, honestly speaking, it's when coaches say that. I don't want to hear that from my coach, guys. Honestly, I don't want to hear that from my coach. I don't want my coach to be telling me, the way that they play. Yay. It's like hearing Tate Kaiser speaking about Sundowns is dominating now. They're on top. It took Liverpool 30 years to win the league. Yay! I don't want to hear that. But the Ernst might just leave after the game. You never know. You never know. Fella Ernst left that job, go Tanzania. 2 weeks, was it 2 weeks in? I think he had played a friendly game. Monday morning, when they came and they were telling him, we're going to pick players for you, he was like, man, clearly you don't know who you're dealing with. Clearly you don't know who you're dealing with, and he quit. Came back to South Africa, he was in the stands. And with them doing so badly, Kaitano, watch your back, man. John Maduka. Jengoba bathi Royal AM is going to get sold. John Maduka, watch out. Might want to go back to KZN. Unlike some coach, I doubt he'll retire live on TV. It's not going to be live. It's not going to be live. He's just not going to come back. Sereno playing with chances. Serino wa mang Malume Khutso ke mang nansa kupa Serino. Look at that form guide. Look at that form guide. While I have Malume Khutso, that form guide is Sintswakelona. You guys are the ones that gave them that one. I might be a little bit behind, guys. Watching it on DSTV stream. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 men back. 2 men right in front of the defense. Tibang. Kwalame mati metse akena. Pirates is always giving to the needy. It's funny you guys couldn't give to us during our game. But it's okay, Malume Khutso. It's okay. It's okay. What can we say about this game, guys? It's been mostly Sundowns. You're now seeing how bad proper Cape Town Spurs is. I don't think they've had an attack. They don't have any shots. Or maybe here comes one. Yeah. They don't have many shots. The possession is in Sundowns' favor. Yeah, it's lit, guys. It's lit for them. A funny story, Middendorp went with a team of coaches. Yes, he took Usinong from his Kukune. He took his Usinong with him. It's still unclear whether Usinong is back, Utaba Sinong is back, or if he's still there. I'm not sure, I'm not going to lie. But I know he took him with. Would he came back with him? I don't know. Maybe Grinya Pastures for the other guys. Oh, Dennis Onyang. If I was Cape Town Spurs, I'd be pressing Dennis Onyango. But then on the other hand, you're gonna press Dennis Onyango, you might win the ball back once or twice, and you've opened up the whole defense to these attacks from Sundowns. They really do miss Pewa. Seeing Allender at the stands, yes. He was like, no, I'm resting all of you guys. I'm resting all of you guys. The one guy I'm happy got rested is Uzwane. Uzwane was playing, man. All of those games. 30. How old is Uzwane? Is he 36? Chasing 18-year-olds, man. Aye. So at least he got a rest. I'm glad he got a rest. Evans Kukune's fitness trainer. He's 34. Okay, he's 34. Bartman is half his age. Can't be playing Boba 90 minutes, fella. He must sometimes sit in the stands and practice for when he moves into corporate. Oh, keeper. Sure, guys. Defense lele. Keeper's making mistakes. What game is this? Like, I don't get it. What game is this? If I had never watched PSL in my life and you made me watch this, I would be so angry at you. Bullets realized, oh, keeper's not here. Keeper's not here. I'm going to shoot. But he wants a hat trick. Where's Ngobe, defensive mid for Spurs? I'm not sure. Because he's not even on the bench. The bench, like I said earlier, is lacking. Amatepi nangaga. Amachansangaga, Nazir. The depth in our squad is crazy. No, Jacob, the depth in Sundowns is incredible. And it's not even because it's depth or a lot of people. It's because all those people are good. How many teams would cry for Mbule? How many teams? How many teams? Let's look at the people who don't start. Dennis Onyango, former goalkeeper of the year, CAF. How many teams died to get Onyango? Morena, Mashiro, Diruk. How many teams? Sirino, bench warmer. How many teams would cry to get those guys on board? And they're just chilling. Most of the time, they're the ones in the stands. That is crazy. That is disgusting. That the South African League has hey Malume Kutso, that we've had it be here, but you keep catching flies. The Spurs players are old, says Ufundo. Jacob says Mbule is arresting this goalkeeper. No, it doesn't want to let him go. Yeah, the keeper, the reaction. Even when it hit the post and came back, did you see his face? He was just like, yes. Another 50 minutes of this. I thought Nku and Mashiko would use this game to improve their performance. Guys, Bartman is really nice, age aside. Oh, you've met him, Malume Kutso. Please don't tell me you were trying to recruit him. Please leave Bartman alone. But at this point, Sundowns has won the league. Guys, it's a given. It's a given. It's a given. Barring a miracle, and I don't wish this on them, but barring a miracle, barring something catastrophic, the league is theirs. Even if they have the catastrophic thing happen, the league is still theirs. Nazir is not fit, you will get there. The master chef is cooking. I love how we react when we lose the ball. We get it very fast. You know, when you're playing versus a team where in the first 5 minutes they've shown you Horauna Batumo. Sundowns is saying that I would be fighting to run up. I don't believe so, Malume Kutso. I bring up Bartman because Bartman, if you remember that game we played, Bartman was brought on. It was brought on by King. He was chosen by Ukumo in that show we did when we were picking our best 11s. That's the only reason why. Otherwise, man, he's 17, man. He's 17. Had a very good game versus Kaizer Chiefs. Still has to grow. Still has to mature. You know, he's 17. He's still got 10 years, you know. 10 years to begin. 10 years to reach that point of beginning in the PSL. So there's still a long way. There's still a long way to go. TikTok should allow VNs. 57 of us at the stadium. The stadium is bouncing. Must be nice. I think we're just overhyping him. He's going to join Chiefs next year and it's going to be lit for him. Once Chiefs go, we're building the team of the future. We already have. But now we're bringing in players like Bartman, Ime Okon. About Martin, guys, at his age, at some point, I think the game versus us, he was playing wing. Jero says, I'm not happy about Nku. I get then Unku's Vesdile because everybody was crying over Unku not being involved. Cheli Chavan. Just give me a second. Morton sees himself as Valverde. A very old Valverde. Very old Valverde. I'm sure Middendorp would have loved the chance in January. If it wasn't for TS Galaxy pouncing on him, I think he would have loved the chance to bring Morton into this team. I think we would have brought him in immediately. Wherever Sussman is as well, I think they would have made a young switch to Cape Town because you don't even see what is happening here in terms of Cape Town Spurs. But to Cupido is striker. Have not seen him all game long. 44 minutes in, the half is almost up. 2-0 Sundowns. They accelerated. Like, the crazy thing about Sundowns is that in this game, They accelerated for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. They've got their 2 goals. Now they're just looking at them. Yeah, they're toying with this team. They got their 2 goals, they're fine. They're like, hey, you know what, guys? We'll see. Bule must try for a hat trick. It's there. Hey, there's the Sundowns fans confronting each other about the people they've been complaining about to bring in. Calebon. The 1 minute added on. Yeah, he mustn't stretch it because what are we watching here, to be honest? Cape Town Spurs has not arrived. But Cape Town Spurs has also not arrived this whole season. They arrived by 1, and that was when they were playing Pirates. Just as a reminder, this team beat Pirates. Oh man, don't kill me, Pirates fans. Mashikonku and Masego must be loaned to Chiefs. Please leave us out of it. You guys must loan it to your development. Send them to come on, Gavin Hunt. I don't think he'll have a problem. Just let them go there for a year. Just 1 year. Loan them out for 1 year. They'll come back a different player. Let's see. I don't even think Downs is doing a good job, says, oh, Malube Kuto. They haven't been. It's just the scary thing was that they accelerated for 10 minutes. That's all they need. 10 minutes was all they needed. All they needed. It's crazy. Now they're trying to curl things in top corners. Yeah. Can Cape Town Spurs turn this around? Can they maybe get a draw out of this game? Honestly speaking, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like there's a team that we had this conversation the other day. Teams give up when they play versus Sundowns. It's like, guys, we are losing. We're going to lose. It's all about how much. So let's try limit the damage. Is essentially what the coaches tell these guys. Yeah, Kwena, the game is over. The game is done. If we wanted to see a game, Cape Town Spurs should have scored first. Okay. I'm going to open up the lines, guys. Remember, you have to be following me on TikTok. Join me while I'm live on TikTok. There's a button at the bottom of the TikTok screen that says multi-guest. Click on that button, request. I let you in, and then we can have a conversation. I'm only going to let in 4 people now. 4 people now. Then we're going to speak about this first 15 minutes that we've noticed. Then at the end of the game, everybody will be able to jump in. I'll give everybody their 3 minutes. Stepfather, how are you, my brother?
I love soccer. I'm good for that because I love you, Paula.
Go I wanna be team. Go I wanna be team loser. 13 games.
Sibazamile nge3 points. Ngibona ngathi yiyo kuphela le bayithola kithi abazoba nafo.
Nandini moshile. Hey, it sounds like you're far away there.
Network.
Yeah, it sounds like you're far away. Okay, let me move on to Butlari. See if you can jump, get that right network. Butlari, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. And how are you? And how are you to everyone in the panel, guys?
All I know is that I'm doing much better than 3 points out of a possible 42. How did you see this first half?
Man. The only thing that I see first half, what can we talk about? There's nothing to analyze besides that there's one team that is like from FRC. Then the other one is just practicing with, it's a practice match. One team from Mecca, Sundowns is it just filtered their second team just to get minutes, man. But one thing which I can say, I'm glad they're utilizing that time and the opportunity to showcase why they're playing for Sundowns. But other than that, man, it's painful, man. Guys, do you realize that in the PSL we have 15 teams?
Yes.
They've already played 14 of those teams. They didn't draw, they didn't do anything, but only the gift of the giver gave them that 3 points. Guys, this is torture. There's no way in hell the players will be coming back from this. There's no way. I feel like the players are just there just to honor the game and nothing else. But honestly, I don't think they will come back from this game. And you know how Rulani is. He's going to shout at these players. Second half, Sundowns will come back gun blazing. Sundowns is not Kaizer Chiefs. You open once, my guy, they go all in. So, man.
Let me bring it to Master Icon. Master Icon, how are you?
Hey, my brother, how are you?
Finally, yesterday was a bit rough. The network.
Yeah, hey, load shady, man.
No stress, no stress, no stress. I'm glad you're here. Tell me, how did you see this first half?
Hey, composure from Sundowns. Like, they are relaxed, man. You see, even they are passing, like the flow. And I feel like there's gonna be more because Cape Town Spurs is not here to play. Their midfield is actually dead because 0 shot on target, 0 shot at goal. Go fedile. It's like
Maralo,
like a point of-
Oka Taba team in a link 3 points after 14 games. Okay, Taba team.
and they got that 3 points from me. You see the sad part now. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna come back. Let me let in Chero. It should be expected, man. Two teams are facing off versus each other. One team has 11 times the points of the other team. How did you see this first half?
You know what? As a Downs fan, what I'm happy about is the system. See, this is not a new team, but these are not regular players.
Yeah.
So when the first team is playing, the so-called first team, they play exactly like this. Even these guys, they are trying. They are not in the other guys' level because they play together most of the time.
Yeah.
But you can see with what they are trying to do. That's what I always preach. Guys, let's see what you're trying to do. All the other 15 teams, except maybe Arrows and Super Sports, the other teams you don't know what they're trying to do. But this team can win the league. This team can play against the Sundowns first team and maybe become second or win the league because of the system. You understand? You can see what's okay. They're trying to do this. Even though they're playing against a weak side, but you can see what they're trying to do. That's what I'm happy about.
Okay.
The scoreline, I'm not really worried about.
Stepfather, what is going wrong for Cape Town Spurs, man? Because, Yazi, when you're at the bottom of the log, Nidliwa every day, surely, Melungene came in some of these games and show a good time, man. Let's win something, at least for our pride. What is going wrong for Cape Town Spurs?
There's nothing wrong with OT. That's how those guys play. But ababona ukuthi where they are, that's how they approach every game. They want to go pound to pound with any team, hoping they can get something. They've been doing that from the beginning of the season, and it's not working for them. Angibazi ukuthi yini bengathi guys niyabona ngiyabheda. But abantu ofana abadlali low block now, but abayidlali low block even though bene 3 points abayithola ngenhlanhla na abayiphiwayo. They just go play bese bayavulela imbobo kungena amagoli. That's how they play. Even now you can see what they're trying to
Nkaleli performance mina Stepfather nkaleli performance ukuthi niyadliwa shawa mapali ukeeper uyaseva lishaya ipali. You can just see in his face. Makasukuma ukuthi hayi. There's nothing there.
Yabona masuma from the second shot ambule ubefuna ukuphuma straight lapho ukuthi yazi ngikhipheni guys because yabona manje it's gonna have nightmares ebusuku. But the thing is lapha we keep some Spurs. It's like akekho umuntu short guys, let's change the game plan because akusilungeli. Bona basabona bedlala but abantu abadlala ama-defender amakayo but akunayo ukuthi iplan ithini ukuthi guys drophani phela nibuye nizomaka lapha because la bantu abavele bahlule asidropheni sibeke umuntu oyi-one lapho sizobashaya ngama-counter attack bona basazibona bedlala isystem abangene ngayo abayiboni into e-wrong bona that's a problem with Spurs abayiboni into e-wrong ngabo.
Okay, Butari, you expect a little bit of fight, at least something, Yana, like, hi guys, stand up for yourselves. What's going on with this Cape Town Spurs team, man?
I beg to differ with whose stepfather. I think maybe during Sean Butler's game, they tried to go pound to pound and start fighting the players, but with Methendorf, you don't expect any pound to pound. You can see when the game started. The reason why Sundowns started shooting, it was because all the players for Cape Town Spurs, they were at the back. And I'll say this again. You're not playing Chiefs. You're not playing Amazulu. You're not playing Swilos. If you go that deep, you are inviting Sundowns. And when you invite Sundowns, you will burn, guys. I'm a Chiefs fan, but you know, when you invite Sundowns into your half, in fact, into your 18-yard area, you will burn. So, I don't know what Methendorf was expecting. It's just a disaster. Like, it's a disaster. Like, when I look at this team playing right now, they can't even mark. There's no structure when they are defending. They're just all over the place. Okay, fine. Play a low block. When they are getting a chance to break out of attack to transition to attack, there's no one. Like, you can't even see the wingers making the run for whoever has the ball to kick the ball to them. It's like some of them, they even walk out of the 18-yard area. So it's just a disaster. Methendorf has no plan. He might be fired. He might quit or he might be fired very soon. So this team basically, guys. And funny enough, I heard someone saying there's not even a shot on target or on the ball. These guys didn't reach Sundowns 18-yard area. 8:45, guys. They didn't even reach Sundowns 18-yard area. What are we expecting? Guys, no, this is wrong.
Wait, I want to go to Master Icon. Master Icon, what do you have to say about this Cape Town Spurs team, man? No man, you don't even want to stand up and do something, Yana.
They came to donate 3 points and to add to Sundowns' goal difference. It's like that. And at this point, you see, with the way they are playing, Uvo Claris is actually, I like his point. Like, they are defensive, ne? To a point where you saw when Umbule took the first shot, he saw that he can do it again, and he did it. If it didn't hit the post, Ngabe Manje is saying it's 3-0, but then, and another thing is, like I told you, the midfield, it's not functioning. Then they are going to the back more, and you cannot say I'm going to play Sundowns and I'm going to be defensive. This is Sundowns. Sundowns, like today, it's a different lineup. It's not the regulars. It's a different lineup, and you can see that with the different lineup, they're still dominating. Hence, I said composure. Even they are passing on the center. There's a guy who was passing the ball and he was like, I'm like, Cape Town Spurs here, donating points, adding to goal difference. Yeah, we appreciate them being in the Premier League this season. But child.
Let me go to Chero. Chero, it almost feels like Middendorp came in. He tried he tried to coach them, Nyana, and then I was like, you know what, guys, just go to the back and just try to find defensive position because I can't do anything here. Tell me where this Cape Town Spurs team is going wrong.
What you've just said is 100% correct. There's a difference between Ilo block and everyone behind the ball. You see, when everyone is behind the ball, there's no coordination. They can pass through you. They can pass the ball through you. So that's what's happening here. It's just 10 players behind the ball, but there's no coordination. And to prove that, Middendorp, I think in the previous game, said we don't have a team. We just have a bunch of players wearing the same jersey. So that's what's happening here. I'm not sure what's with training. I'm seriously, these guys maybe they're supposed to be training twice a day. Because if you've lost, let's say for example you've lost your first 5 games, something must change. You must
Yeah.
train twice a day or 3 times a day, but something, especially coming from the NFT, you must do something dramatical to train twice a day or whatever. But it seems as if there's nothing changing. It's just the same thing.
I want to use the last few minutes to give Sundowns their flowers. Stepfather, like we keep saying, these are players that have not played. These are guys, hey, ever we're pension, ever we're go injury. Are they playing well, or is it Cape Town Spurs? And also your score prediction.
Whether they're playing alone, so they're playing well. Quality as a pension is Sundowns. That's quality, guys. Let's not forget that. That's quality. Any team that can get those players, they can challenge Sundowns. As those players, if they can go to another team, they can Sundowns, they can give Sundowns a problem. So that's quality as a pension is Sundowns. And then there's more goals to come. More. I mean, more goals. Because those boys young ball players.
Are we finally going to see over 2.5 Pegatiyo?
Namhlanje yiyo umbulo sazomphinda lo keeper ngoba sembuyile uGibeli wavuma.
Okay, Mutari, do we give credit to the Sundowns team? I know they are the behind the scenes guys. We're in the second team, but they're playing well, or is it just one of those games where they're meant to play well because of their opposition?
Look, Sundowns will play this team anytime. They'll play well because that's how they trade. It's basically a change of personnel doesn't change much. Maybe it can change the tempo of the game, then change the effect, but basically how they play is the same. It's just that I guess today it looks like it's very classy because Cape Town Spurs is not there. So I give Sundowns its flowers, but also from what Superstar said, when Mithenov said there's no team here, there's players, there's people that are wearing the same jersey going into a game. You can't expect the players to do much for that coach as well. That coach is careless. He's like, who you go, bros? Joe, try to find a way of motivating these people. You can't come in. You can't come in into the team that is struggling and you say there's no team there. There's just players playing the same jersey, wearing the same jersey and playing. I feel like that's wrong. Yeah, but what I can say it's, man, Sundowns will score. Shalulile is in. I was out sure. I'm looking at.
Rulani. Okay, let me.
I'm looking at 3 or 4 nil. 3 or 4 nil.
Rulani. Okay, let's go to Master Icon. Do we give credit to the Sundowns team? And what is your score prediction?
Today I can just say they are more of average Inyana. Cape Town Spurs is obviously laying them in. But yeah, they do play good. But if it was a challenging team, it would have been interesting to actually watch and see how they're gonna perform. But let's just say 3-4 nil. I'm there. Actually, let's just say 4 because it's about to be 3 nil now. So yeah.
Okay. Jero, do we give credit to the Sundowns team, or do we just say, "Hi guys, Nizalana Cape Town Spurs, you are bound to look good"?
Yeah, I give credit to the players because most of these players like Avo Morena, my boy, they used to be in the first team. So they're definitely pushing. Look at how Shaolile is kneeling. He's gonna score, this guy. So it's definitely, look at how he's kneeling. It's definitely gonna score. So I'm saying, credit to Sundowns. And my prediction, 1 more goal, 3-0.
3-0. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Like normal, at the end of the game, everybody will be able to jump in. I'll give everybody their time, 2-3 minutes to say their piece, and then tomorrow we'll break it down. Tomorrow evening we'll break it down. Yo, guys, what can we say about this team, guys, that hasn't already been said? 13 games played. This is 14. It's about to be 14 games played. 1 win, 13 losses. 3 points out of a possible 42. What can you say? I think the masterclass if I can give him credit, even though it might be a stretch, the masterclass of what Rulani did here was that I think it's easier to play the old guys, the first team, and they've been having a rocky time, especially when playing lesser opposition. The masterstroke here is, I'm sure Mabue wants to get back into the first team. Serena wants to get back. Nazir unfortunately got taken out, but they all want to get in. They're hungry. You know, now Umbule, hey, he's just shooting at this keeper from everywhere, right? So I think that was a very good thing that Rulani did, especially because his team was starting to become a little bit shaky. Maybe it's a reminder that there are able bodies on the bench that can take over from you. In terms of the Cape Town Spurs, we'll see a second half, but we didn't see anything from them. Honestly speaking, even in the defensiveness, it wasn't defensive. You know, they were just behind the ball. And I think the telling moment of that half was the goalkeeper, but Mbule said second shot, he parried it onto the crossbar, and when he got that ball back, he took a second just to sit down with the ball in between his feet. And you could just tell in his head that man, he's defeated. And I think that's the psychology of this team. You know, they're defeated right now. How are you going to turn this around as Middendorp? Middendorp may have bitten off more than he could chew with this team because, wow, guys, it would have been a record if not for the win versus Pirates. It would have been the consecutive record for losing league games to start the season. Imagine that. And it's still very early. These guys still have Boma 16 games to play. Boma 16 games. How are they going to get through it if they're not showing up for number 14? And the sad part is that you wished, not that you hope, but you wished at some point that the teams in the league will go, you know what, we're waking up now. Let's play. Let's see how many points we can get in so that we don't have an embarrassing situation at the end of the year. You know, but it seems as though they've given up and they signed the wrong person. They signed the wrong person. Middendorp will tell you. Kind of what do old people say? Middendorp will tell you where to get off. He will tell you that there's no team here. He will tell you that it's just individuals. He'll tell you all of those things. Dennis Onyango had to come out and get a ball. Cape Town Spurs, eh? He'll tell you. And I don't know if he's the right person for this job and the job of rebuilding. Agent here had said, and a couple of people in the comments had said that maybe Vasily Manusakis, the guy who was interim coach, should have carried on with the job he was doing. You know, could have carried on. They looked a little bit better. But let's see. Cornelia says today Coach Rulani has rested other players. It's good for Sundowns to give other guys minutes. Look at Master Chef Mbule, Sereno Mkulise, Mabu Nku. Good to see these boys. It's great to see them, but not in this context, guys. Look at this context. 2-0. Cape Town Spurs is not going to come back from this. Look, it's still taking shots at Sundowns. Hi guys. Splish, thank you for the follow there. Kosekaya, thank you for the follow. I'm trying to find the last one. Where's the last one? Yeah, guys, no, it's looking bad, man. It's looking bad. What's Amazulu doing? What's Amazulu doing? They're not gonna press. They're scared. They're unmotivated. Just everything is going wrong. They're not going to do anything. Let's see. Amazulu. That might have been the better game to watch. Amazulu is leading 1-0 versus Kukune. Is Kukune United. Timga Gasiema. Sarabon is Kukune 2 shots, none on target. Amazulu 5 shots, 2 on target. Amazulu with more possession. Double the passes, almost double the passes. Yeah, it looks like it's Amazulu's game, man. Lomfutowale game versus the Mamelodi Sundowns where they felt like they were close. Bule on Tolagele mood. Yeah, I must be on Tolagele mood, man. The fact that we can make those jokes, man, it shows progression in what we're doing. The fact. Yeah, yo, guys. Let's say credit to Sundowns. They easily beat these small sides. And you know what, Nick? Credit must go to Sundowns. Even over the past 6 years. It's easy. Ha, ha, ha. Wait, I didn't see. That replay. I just spiked when it was like, I'm going to kick you now. Anyway, the fact that they're not playing down to teams, the fact that they take every game seriously, the fact that they're trying to win 30 games back to back. No card. Rash? Did Jelly just let it? What happened now? There's no yellow card after that kick. What? Koshabakas Paitu, you kick me in the back of the leg, and the ref says no card. Yo! I don't know if he feels sorry for them. Maybe he feels sorry for them. Maybe he's thinking in his head, if this is how bad you guys are with all 11 men on the pitch, how are you going to be? How are you going to be when you're on 10? Chiefs fan, this one. He's not a Chiefs fan. Jelly Chavane. Okay, Hendricks usually comes onto the show and he'll tell you about Jelly Chavane and Chiefs. Yo. Anyway, 52 minutes in, it's 2-0. Sundowns with 2 goals in the first half. Cape Town Spurs has not shown up for this game. They have not shown up. They're probably still in Cape Town because this is not it. This is not it. The sad part about this performance from the Cape Town Spurs is that they've got a lot of old players on this. A lot of experienced old players. Some of which used to play, used to play in the very big teams, you know? But yeah, Tutu says, I overthinker, sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Listen, you haven't missed much. Sundowns is steamrolling this Cape Town Spurs team. Cape Town Spurs is continuing exactly where they left off last time. I cannot wait for Middendorp's press conference. I cannot wait. That is something I need to see. That is something I need to see. Already he's told them that there's no players in the team. Surely. Surely he's gonna bake them. Here we go. Sundowns trying to take a little bit of advantage. Yeah, the low block looks a bit better now. What's your take on the Gune situation? Future as goalkeeper coach hopes. If he was drinking at practice, the punishment is fair. I don't like how they handled the media and us in it, because they did leave him out to dry. I think they left him out to dry. Chiefs is always on about people getting rocks thrown at them, and they have to save their lives, and you have to look out for people's lives because they could get hurt. And then they go out and leave Gune out to dry, only cleaning up later, really. Just clean it up a bit later. Maybe this shouldn't have left Naturena. I don't know about the goalkeeper coach stuff because it seems like there was frustration even there before. We might just see Reina Dinkelaka carry on with his job, the job that he had previously when he arrived with Middendorp a long time ago. So yeah, I don't know, man. If he did drink, punishment is warranted. If he did drink and come to practice, the punishment is warranted, but we shouldn't have known details of it, and they shouldn't ratify rumors because that can be very dangerous on the player's side, Dangerous, and also can you imagine your social medias and all of that stuff these days? The mental. Chiefs now says they want to help him, but now he's gotten over 1 million. I'm sure he's gotten over 1 million notifications. But anyway, back to this game. Look, they're just watching them. I Cape Town Spurs, guys. Cape Town Spurs, guys. What is this? No. I'm sorry. Oh, Mudiba. Are we going to see Mudiba come back in after injury? They're even walking. Vutari, I don't get it. You are the worst team in the league. The worst. It's not even close. You are the worst team in the league. But you're walking when Sundowns is playing the ball at the back. Like, they've resigned themselves. They're done. They're done. And it's sad, man. These are professional players, guys. You don't get an off day where you go, Sundowns is so strong. But you see this attitude I told you guys, and obviously Cape Town Spurs for other reasons. But you see this attitude of PSL teams of coming to play Sundowns and going, you know what, guys, we can write that 3 points off. That 3 points doesn't matter. Leave it. Whether they beat us, whether they do whatever, let's just 3 points. Let's donate that 3 points and move on with our lives tomorrow. Don't try too hard. Don't do much. You know, look at these guys. They're walking. Smokey says, I have so much hope. I already had so much hope for Cape Town Spurs. It's really sad. Maybe they were meant to change the team when they got promoted. Maybe they were meant to get other players in when they got promoted. We complain about it all the time, but they're proving the theory right, as Malume Kutsa said earlier. They're proving the theory right that maybe you do need to change everything. Maybe you do need to even change coaches. You know, Tom Bartlett was not good enough. The players are not good enough. So maybe when you get promoted, fire sale on your own guys, bring in 7, 8 new people, bring in a different coach. You know, we used to complain about that. If you guys remember, Rogers Kakani at Chippa United, the guy who kept getting fired by Chippa, then brought back fired, and he passed on. God rest his soul, right? But maybe Chippa had a point in not allowing Kakani to carry on. Maybe teams have a point when they look at Dan Dance and say, Dan Dance, you're incredible, but maybe we must get a coach that's going to move us forward. Well, now you played down there too much. Sereno is not on today. Is it fair to judge these players when they're not playing with the full team? Oh, are they getting a chance? Take your chance, guys. Try something, guys. Cape Town Spurs. They give you a little bit of daylight. Watch Sundowns. Anyway, I was saying, excuse me. I was saying, you know, maybe that's proving the point that everybody was making, that change your team. Middendorp might not be able to do something, man. Let's see these comments. But Nku's not a player. Agent, what did Nku do to you? Please tell me, what did Nku do to you, man? Because like this. And also, yes, I wanted to ask, is it fair to judge Abu Sirino in the B team and not judge Abu Sirino when they're playing with the full complement of players around them? Or do we just believe the Sundowns are so good that it makes no difference? Is that how we look at it? But is that a player? Ninawa says, Sabangena straight, Mbule is on fire. He's actually calmed down. Frank says, Mr. OT, which chances on Sundowns? This is not Pirates. No. I'm saying, like, you see how there was a bad pass and Cape Town Spurs wound it up high, and then the guy ended up taking too long to shoot. Look at, even Dennis Onyango is walking up the pitch because now he sees that I'm bored. I need to go do something up there. That's what I meant, that they've won the ball back. Now you've got a slight chance. It's not a full chance, it's a slight chance. You've got a little bit of an opportunity. But instead of playing the ball properly, you take your time and they come and take the ball at the top of the box. You know, when they give you a sighted goal, do something, ngayo. If that makes sense, do something, ngayo. We've been fighting about the Sundowns, and I know Cape Town Spurs is by far not going to be the team that's going to do it. But when you get a chance, Amazul, when you get a chance, Chiefs, when you get a chance, Pirates, any of the teams that have been the part of the 14, when you get a chance, take it. Do something with it. Pull Onyango into a save. But if you're not going to do anything with it, Sundowns is just going to bury you. I believe Dinku is disappointing me. It's called tough love. Velile says, can you please open for the panel so that we can talk? Because I equally... Velile. Mele sale for the 90 minutes. Mele sale for the 90 minutes. Difference between Nku and Spurs is that one is a team, other one is the same. Say, yo, guys. Yo. Hey, Mara agent. Hands off Nku. Hashtag hands off Nku. Hayi velile masibukele lento man. Hey nami ngiyasola ngabe ngisifakile amaZulu once. Sabukile amaZulu but ke here we are. Shalulile has also been quiet, man. I was expecting him to have a hat trick by now. I would have brought on Masego, to be honest with you. I think this is a very good confidence building game. It's a confidence booster. Could be a confidence booster for Masego. Don't know why he's not on the pitch. Shalulile maybe shouldn't be playing this game as well. And I know you guys will say, now we need to keep him warm for the games. But they've played so much football, guys. They have played so much football. You can't be putting more minutes on those legs. Can't be. Look, even the wall. Yo, guys, just everything in this team, man. It's just taking. Caravana network, man. Or maybe King network ya Cape Town Spurs. Ibaraka only go Cape Town. Because wow, the communication, keeper has to keep shouting at people. Tinchwama Wally. Aye. Shasha is on free kick duties. Hey guys. Nazenzel, you guys can do anything you want this game because Cape Town Spurs is not here. Cape Town Spurs has refused. Run. Can't make the pass. No, guys, 63 minutes. Ay. We still have what, 27 minutes left of this, 26 minutes left of this. Please tell me one thing that Cape Town Spurs has done this game. Just one thing where you go, you know what? Even though you caught 700 punches, you put down 10 of your own. Can you tell me what Cape Town Spurs has done well? They haven't done much well. And this was the game to take advantage. This was it. You're not going to find Sundowns. In fact, the next time they see Sundowns, Rolani might just put on full strength just to flex. Even the next time they see these guys, it might even be a different Sundowns when you get to that point. Why was Mbule cautioned? Shouldn't Nell have been cautioned there? I don't understand. Oh, there we go. Revenge, man. It's revenge, that one. I think the city of Cape Town has impounded Spurs and soccer. Pasvalele Stadium. Awulimkhulise got a yellow card for dissent. Yo, hey guys. Oh yeah, just add 45 to whatever my timer says, and you'll have the time. I may be a minute or so behind, but that's just because I'm using DSTV Stream, which is now hanging. Feels like it's doing me the favor. It's like, no, Yazin, don't watch this game. Okay, who's coming on? Siabi. Have we seen Siabi? We haven't seen Siabi this season, eh? We haven't seen Siabi. That's why they're so happy, because he's getting his debut. It looks like a debut. Okay, Sundowns still on top. play the right ball. So these are the situations I mean. You see that situation? That's where if Sundowns makes a mistake of giving you the ball in the dangerous area, at least go and give Dennis Onyango something to do. They should close Kampa Village in Goodwood once and for all, like what Vasco da Gama did. It's sad, guys. It's sad. All that work to come back into the league, only to sit there and now have issues. Setan has come off. Fekane has entered the pitch. Fekane. Malibongwe, how are you? Ernest, how are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome. The Amazulu game is still 1-0. Why do people trust Uchimpi so much? I don't think I've seen enough from the Amazulu coach for me to be going, he's cooking, let him cook. Hey, let him cook. I haven't seen enough, I think. '67th minute. It's still 2-0. Cape Town Spurs is intent on not even availing themselves. They don't even want to step up to Sundowns, even just a little bit. They win the ball back, and then they lose it immediately. Even that 31% possession that they have, it's all down to Sundowns giving them the ball, man. Oh, it's not 31. Sorry. It's 77 to Sundowns, according to Google. Yes, guys. Yo, Sundowns have completed 529 passes. Ice Cape Town, Ice Cape Town. Cape Town Spurs, on Google it says Ice Cape Town. Cape Town Spurs has only completed 159. It's so bad. It's pathetic, guys. It's pathetic. Legendary rant incoming from Midendorp. These players don't know him properly. He was swearing of bullshit. I can't say the word even here, but he was saying, remember when he swore on TV? They're about to get him, eh? They're about to get him. But how do you sign for a team that is, I think at the time when he arrived, there was something like 9 games. Was it 9? 10 games at that point? 11 games at that point, and he still signed the contract. Try to get me to sign a contract with Cape Town Spurs. I will never. This DSTV, hi man, angazi ukuthi yenzani Nakimi, angazi ukuthi yenzani. This Cape Town Spurs should have let Maritzburg United stay in the PSL L30. Now I even said that maybe we should allow Orbit College just to get free passage. We swap them, and then Cape Town Spurs can go through promotion again and try it again, and then leave Orbit up top, because there is no way. Semisiabi, Bongani Zungu, and Ntando Nkosi are on the pitch. But this DSTV league is a joke. I think I've used up all of my PSL rants, because it's not going to get any better anytime soon. It's not. Nanguma Mkhize is about to sell her team. We've already seen about Bloom Celtic get sold, about Wits, about TTM. Like, we've seen so much where they've been sold and all of that in the past few years. Think about how many teams we lost in the past few years, either through status buying or through relegation. It's insane. It's insane, and that's just the standard of our league. Let's hope that when they up the money that these guys are going to get, apparently, according to that deal, next season, each team is going to get 4 million, or 4.5 a month. So hopefully in a year, that 48 million can help out or something. Agent says, so very no team doesn't know how the DSTV league feels like. Guys, nobody cares, man. Those guys don't care. Remember last time I spoke about how Rolani will introduce second division players. He's going to introduce, one day he's going to play without a keeper. One day he's going to play without a keeper, and the PSL is going to come out, and instead of going, yes, we need to catch him, they're going to go, oh my God, what a genius move. Yeah, apparently Mamkiza wants to sell. The rumor is that Mamkiza wants to sell. Andile doesn't want to sell. Uchemen, speaking true to his roots of chairman, man, the chairman, he doesn't want to sell. But his mom looks like she wants to let go of that thing. This Spurs won't survive even if they can sign Pitso Msimane as a coach. The problems are too many. Firstly, okay, let's give them benefit and then go through some of the stuff they went through. So they went through a long, grueling first division season. Then at the end of that season, they needed to play the playoffs. Now, when you play the playoffs, you lose out on some preseason time. Then, when you've lost out on preseason time, there was also contractual issues, where some of the players, and even Coach Sean Bartlett, if I'm not mistaken, some of them wanted to be rewarded. Maybe it was the promise. Maybe it was, look, we're signing you because you are good, or you were good, even if it was 15, 20 years ago, you were good. Okay, 10 years ago, you were good. Guide us out of this first division. They guide them out, they get them into the league, and then it's like, you made me a promise. So there was also that fighting. So by the time you get to the point where you're signing, when you get to the point where the league has started, or when you're meant to be signing players and bringing them into the team, you've chowed all that time. Now you're stuck with Daniels, old, Morton, old, Ali, old, Abu Cupido weren't necessarily hot property. That's where you get stuck. That's where you get stuck. Now they've changed coaches. I don't know if Middendorp has been allowed to bring the technical staff as he did go Tanzania. I don't know. But yeah, he's there and he's got one hell of a mountain to climb. Think about it. Safety from relegation is what? 30 points. Sundowns is safe. It's 30 points. Cape Town Spurs needs to find 27 points from somewhere. 27 points to survive relegation. 9 wins, right? They've played 14 games now. The 9 wins will have to come from the last 16, and nobody's thinking that these guys will be able to do anything. They've lost to Stellenbosch, they've lost to Royal AM, they've lost to Richards Bay, both Chiefs. They're losing to Sundowns right now, you know? Barring Pirates, I don't know where they're going to get the points. Maybe a double versus Pirates is worth 20 points on its own. I don't know. This team doesn't make me. Ikepu says, the arrogance from Downs. This is unbearable to watch. Very unbearable. Wahib, how are you doing? Welcome. I think it's the debt she has with Nekovic and the SARS issues. True, but they always say that, you know, running a PSL team is a losing game. You need to be willing to lose money to do it. Maybe she just reached the limit of what she would spend. Maybe she was hoping there'd be a sponsor now, or something. I mean, in that first season when she finished 3rd, I was like, yo, that could be a very good team. Then next year they were like 8th or something. All those players at Cape Town Spurs aren't good enough. They haven't brought in exactly, Wahib, exactly. Salile must score. He's old and experienced. Guys, let's be honest, Pandenom, it's not going to be 10-0. Oh, but Theo, they're messing up your bet slip, man. I'm sure when you over 2.5. When Cape Town Spurs came to the PSL, they had, yeah, exactly. 100% Wahib. I was just trying to give them benefit of the doubt because of the playoff system. Because of the playoff system and those fights they had between the players about the contracts. We've got a good 20 minutes left. It is 76 plus stoppage time. I should have played that ball, man. Is it just me, or do the Sundowns players not for Stan? I'll use that word. They don't gel with Serino. Is that even Serino on screen? Watch. They get the ball back. Then the question becomes, what do you do with that ball? Whenever a team comes up from NFD, they will have to improve the squad massively and also do investment. It's tough, guys. Running these teams is tough, man. Do you want steps? Yo, happy this game is boring. Let's hope your postman is not from the post office. Please, we need goals or something to make this thing more exciting. Aye. The best team to get promotion and doing it on a regular basis is Kukune. Do you know what's crazy? I think Kukune did well. Keeper did relatively well in that first season. Swallows flew to the top. So, yeah, I'd say Kukune was very good in the beginning as well. Surely there should be a way for team owners to make money from the PSL. Ikebu, should they? Pela, think about it. 70% of these owners, we spoke about this last night, 70% of these owners get the grant. It's 2 million. That's 24 million in a year. That's just given to you for you to take care of whatever monthly expenses. Then they also know that, I could go out and I could do the hard work of trying to fill a stadium and building a fan base and doing all those intricate things, hiring a good marketing and PR firm, blah, 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 blah. Or every now and then I sell a player to Sundowns. Every now and then I sell a player to Watchalong. That's a good 15 million, 20 million coming into the pocket. I keep that. And then we survive, hand to mouth. That's what they all do. And that's where you question the owners. And also, it's not because our owners are not rich. Let's also get that out of our minds. Stellenbosch is owned by a man who's 4 times richer than Motsepe. Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch also, just by the way, did the thing that Motsepe did with Batubutu on the thing. Rama is one of Rupert's companies, or belongs to one of Rupert's companies. So if you wanted to, guys, it could be Rama. Hey, they could be wearing Rama and Maheu here, and all of the things that Rupert owns could be sponsors all over the place, and they could have a crap ton of money. But the attitude of our league is that of complacency, and I think they would much rather sit back than to go out and do the hard things, No Express Courier. Oh, okay, Express Courier is available. I've never used that option go post office, but it's fine. Okay, DHL. I do think the club needs a sell. Reason why Ajax sold out. Stelly's boss is the richest in SA. Exactly. Isn't he one of the top in the continent? Richest Africans. Let's see. Yeah, so as of November 22, Johan Rupert is the second richest man in South Africa. In Africa, sorry. Second richest man in Africa. You're telling me that man, if he wanted to, he couldn't turn that team around? Hi guys. I want to see Ntate Motsepe, Petrus Motsepe net worth 2.3 billion. So Tatem Tsipe is worth 2.3 billion US dollars. Nah? The owner of Stellenbosch, Johan Rupert, is 9.7 billion. Yeah, that's almost 4 times richer than Motsepe. Supersport has a multinational company behind them. A company so rich that it's giving the PSL 3 billion for about to go to another. It's 2 billion now. They're about to negotiate another deal, right? Off rip, just in J. But they're selling all their players to Sundowns. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Morena just stopped the coach from making a sub. They're about to take Mabua out. Got Mudiben Morena signals. Mku might be injured and Mukwena stop the sub. Stelli's boss is the richest in Southern Africa. Richest in Africa. Second richest in Africa. Someone should come and revolutionize this league. It needs something new. Johan Rupert isn't so much about leagues, but doing great business. True. But he also owns luxury brands and stuff like that. King Cartier. And then pretty much owns a stake in every single thing that every South African interacts with every day. You know, they say that Johan Rupert and his companies, there's not a day in South Africa that you don't interact with something that he owns. That is disgusting. Now I'm like, I would love Stellies to benefit from that. And they don't. Oh, Dennis playing it up from the back. No, boy. Stellenbosch FC is more money recycling. Okay, Kyo Postman. Kyo Postman Petwalo na. That's true. Everything we buy, everything. The soap, the toothpaste, the milk, the chicken, whatever it is, the Rama, all comes from him. He owns those companies, those big stakes in those companies. So if Rupert wanted to, Stellenbosch could be Sundowns in the next 2 years if he wanted to. Maybe we need an oligarch. Which oligarchs are going to come and go to this league? Are we going to try to convince the Saudis to invest in the PSL? How would that go? You know, maybe we have visit Saudi on every team here. Then you know that every team can get bomb 100 million every year and be fine. Everything we have inside our house, it comes from Cape Town. I'm selling the buffaloes of Rupert. Hey. Maybe the Chinese. Maybe. I think they must just visit Saudi. Visit Saudi. They give an extra 20 billion to the league that is shared amongst the teams. Hey, maybe we'd see something. Ukuzani Smalls. Yo, guys, this batch, we've got about 10 minutes left. I don't know. No. Cape Town Spurs is bad. It's tragic. It's tragic. It's tragic. Cape Town Spurs. They're going straight back down. Saudi Arabia invested in PSL, then Ronaldo will be at Pirates and money at Stellies. Imagine Ronaldo at Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah. Even in his old age. Yeah. That would be incredible. Spurs is showing the level of the first division. Only Orlando Pirates struggled. Or only Pirates struggles there. Sometimes they score another goal. Jeez, man. Rumelelo says Ahmed Loftus, Sundowns are too long. You guys were in the field. You must report to us, man. Gonzalez is there already. I went and leave us alone. Gonzalez is on loan. Spurs is an old age home. Spurs. Look, let's see. Clayton. How old is Clayton Daniels? Let's see. Clayton Daniels. 39. Clayton Daniels, captain, is 39. How old is Michael Morton? Let's see. Okay, he's 34. 34. He's going into his prime in the PSL. How old is Ali? Nazir. 38. And that question down. Let's see, Cupido. Ashley Cupido. He's really young. He's relatively young, isn't he? Yeah, he's 22. Okay, Cupido at least is 22. But yeah, no. There's some old guys on this team. Let me not say it's overrun, but yeah, there's some old guys. So he's probably 42. Oh, Kana. Tusopala blew the lid. When they say it's 38, he's probably 45. Maybe we need a Super League. Nah. Would we? Well, we have the AFL. That was meant to be the Super League. They're going to expand it to 24 teams and try and make it like a league. So I don't see the benefits of a Super League for domestic leagues. Domestic leagues can be poor, but at least domestic leagues exist. Bringing in a Super League, I don't know if it helps. Will it help this get better? Or will Abu Sundowns now, Nabo Alali, maybe decide to start their own thing on the side? Who knows? Yeah, it's a soccer age, man. It's soccer age. Take the age and add 7. And you're good. Hey, the PSL has done a lot with those age things. People had twins that they don't know about. I'm from Cape Town, and this Spurs side is an embarrassment for the league. Beating Paris and losing 12. Well, we can pretty much say 13. We can pretty much say this is the 13th loss. So yeah. 1-1, lost 13. Not even a Tronian. Okay, Amazulu and Skukune looks like it's going to end 1-0 to Amazulu. Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay, no, I think it's fine now. Paul. Shalulile saves the over 2.5s. Shalulile saves the over 2.5s. 3-0. Oh, here's another fun fact. Cape Town Spurs, going into this game, had a goal difference of -17. Now it's -20. So 14 games played, 1 win, no draws, 13 losses, 10 goals scored, 30 goals conceded. 30 goals conceded. -20 goal difference. And 3 points on the board. 3 points. Nah, man. Surely we can vote them out, man. Can't we vote them out? Can't the league be 15 teams just for this year? This is embarrassing. Asking myself this question, are they looking at a Sunderland? I just finished that sentence, Wahib. They should just manage the game now. No, they must go for more. Go for more. But then 5-0. 5 minutes added on. For what? Okay. For what? Fonku walking off. Ernest says, go for more. There's nothing to manage but the pass. You know, Cape Town Spurs doesn't even have a pass, guys. You can't call this a pass. Can't call this a pass. It barely qualifies as a mini pass. It's more of an E20 with the age of some of these players. It's an E20. This is the third time Downs have played that tactic and they've scored. Even their bench is happy just for being there. This is one of their grandfather's ventures. Yeah, hi, it's a venture, Entlek. It's a venture. Hi. Doesn't usually leave Cape Town. You can tell. Oh, if Cape Town Spurs is the Sunderland or Blackburn Rovers. Sunderland at least was defensively sound in Yana. It's not a Toyota Cressida agent. This is a Datsun. I'm trying to find the make. It's a Datsun. I'm just gonna say it's a Datsun. Because not disrespect to Datsun, guys. If you want me to change the view of how they look at you, send me some money. Datsun will mean something different. Middendorf has brought nothing to this team. It's still early to be fair. To be fair to him. And he's already told everybody that this team sucks. I don't know. I do not know about what this Drunken Master FC is. What is this Drunken Master FC? Please leave us alone, PK. Please leave us alone. But on a separate note, Chiefs is playing. Is it on Saturday? Wait. No, they can't step on the final. Let me just check. Our next game is the 23rd. The following week, Saturday, we're going to be playing. We're off for a while, man. Siya praya team. Siya praela. Sinandaba nabo kef. Sinandaba nabo league. Siya praela nje nechurena. Sisidlela ama-chips wethu. We are fine. Wow. I'm sure Sundowns passes are 800 now. Let me refresh this thing and see what it says. Even the fans are bored. Yeah, you guys have 746 passes versus Cape Town Spurs with 221. This wasn't a game, guys. This was not a game. Oh, we are playing against Richards Bay. We're playing against Richards Bay. Results this Drunken Master team beat the so-called big team. Please. I will not condone Drunken Master being used. But well rested. Well rested FC. Guti, what we do with the well rested? We go pry. Shem, I feel sorry. Whenever I see Upueta, man, my heart gets sad because Upueta was robbed his team. Royal M should have just signed him with the team as well, man. When I said we practiced at the PSL, this is even worse than practice, man. This is a bad practice. At least when you practice Koklokop, you practice against other Sundowns players. This Cape Town Spurs team, no way, guys. How is this team like a real team? Look at Middendorf. Look at Middendorf. He's getting ready. I want to see his press conference. He's getting ready. Epic rant incoming. Royal AM signed Mama Joy. Yeah, they signed Mama Joy. They should have taken Ureding with as well. Upuota. Angithi ne-rugby basayine both, ne-cricket basayine bonke. Ne-cricket basayine bonke velile, so I. Okay, there we go, guys. There we go. Ooh, what a poor game. Not by Sundowns though. And they extend the record. I believe it is now 37. Cornelius, if you can just there on YouTube, just correct me there. I believe the unbeaten streak is 37, and the record is now 14 games. No, sorry, 11 games unbeaten. 11 games unbeaten. I'm going to open it up. Feel free to jump in. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and then you can have your say, and we'll talk about this game tomorrow. Velile, how are you?
Hayi. Siyazama singezwa nini?
Ngazenza mina ngathi no, I'm going to do Watchalogs. Now Sibuyele Cape Town Spurs. Yay! What did you think of this game?
Hey, Mtakababa, I hate Jose Rivero ngepassion when it comes to the team with the Cape Town Spurs. Because fixing abantu because I've said this team with ayikho. Remember, yabona hayi mntafaka. Ngazi kune feedback ngale kukhuma ngazi tamnithe nje kancane.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, uyabona. So, but mina personally, as I've said, usibakeka George committees, akukho lapha yakhona ehlathini.
That's why committees amyekile.
That's why vele ambalekele, and I've said before, mawaqeda bastadela ubalanda umade indobo. Kunawo wonke amacoach akhona nje, who can just try and boost that team. And remember, I've told you, Mtakababa, ukuthi Cape Town Spurs, idlala ama-playoffs. Azange ibe ne-off-season. And I've told you, in order for them, they should have bought 10 players. They only bought one. There's
nothing. Remember, they were also fighting their players.
Yes.
Contract.
I've told you, a team playoffs. When if you have PSL, it must buy minimum of 10 players. If you don't do that, we playoff. That's what they did. They didn't reinforce the team. They thought it was a good vela level wadlala kuyo ayikha angeke kulunga uvalo ngehla these guys you see abana hopeless nje. Yes, Sundowns is good but I no abekho sesiyabazwela ngibo sebayadlala bayakhapha nje la ku PSL but bona they are not those Sundowns, even though Sundowns play beautifully using most of their fringe players that they don't play normally, but they just killed the Cape Town Spurs. Didn't have answers. So like it always doesn't have answers. So many teams never answer kuphela nje kithi namanje sisahlekwa namanje kuze
Mara to be fair to Cape Town Spurs, khona ama team I-10 ebafikile bathi bayadlala ne-Sundowns and Sundowns beat them.
Yeah,
to be fair, at least man.
Ingakho yo le uyathanda ukuthambela abantu ngento engekho. I've told you laba abekho i-Cape Town Spurs. I've told you akunabi ukuthi befe kuyo nani ayikula ma-team onedlale nawo lamagame engaka-13 ongaka idlala game 12 11 azange ibe namzamo, ibe nomzamo nje kithi nje kuphela nakhona ucoach wethu asayidakele engazi udakwe yini usibukise ngezwe livele
nakithi baphazimile nyana
azange bathole point kodwa kusalayo. And futhi I just feel mina ukuthi the guy lo bekabambile lo ungcono than lo mkhulu lo Vasily, they were playing better. At least they were trying to attack even though vele, but they were playing better than Umilindop is taking them nowhere. And angiboni futhi uzoyidlala next 2 games. If uyadlala angimboni next year after AFCON angimbona buyini. I think they will hire someone and take over during AFCON break. I don't see him surviving. And he's not even that type of a coach that can survive the former relegation. He has done it maybe once. Gemarisberg, he was lucky, but no, I don't see him. There is no team there.
Pagama 10-10s, Pagama, or maybe Patlet Uzo cleaning up back. Thank you. No, thank you.
Utshela ukhumu right uzongena ake lokuzenza umzekezeko. Namhlanje ube yabona uzibhezile uzokhuluma kahle. Ngeke aphazamise i-network. Yabona into ukuzama umzekeze kuyahlupha la.
Hey, Mariahlupha, yazi liyahlupha, man. It's
Ubani
Kumo.
umzekeze?
Every freaking Kumo, man. Oh, Ryan, how are you doing?
Awesome.
What did you see from this game, man? I game. I don't know what we were watching there.
Oh, you called this a game? Okay, we'll call it then.
Very official game.
I don't know. I mean, like, it looked like a training match. I mean, like, the opposition were wearing beeps. I wasn't sure what I'm watching. At some point, I also thought I was looking at the Legends game. You know, when you get those old players from Sundowns playing. I don't know what to say about this team. This, whatever thing we saw. Ne? And the other thing, man, I understand that you're playing away to Sundowns, and I understand that you are the lowest, bottomest team ever to ever play in the PSL, but you still you are still a team that has pedigree and you know and success over the years. This is not how you play. I mean, like you already I don't know how many points down, but the only way to go.
Points.
Yeah, the only way, the only other way to go is up. Why don't you play and give it all your own? At least have some pride. These guys don't have pride. Make a meal out of this, bruh. I mean, like when I saw them when they won those promotional playoffs, like your Mortons, the guy from who used to also play for Sundowns, they were crying. Yes, Daniel and that other guy, Olawa, Sundowns. Platinum Stars, Voyomere, they were crying like they really wanted to be in the PSL again. But where is that passion? Where is that fight? I don't see nothing here, bruh. And also, why didn't I was hoping to see Bartman, man. I was hoping to see Maben. I bet like I barely the holidays.
Wait, see, bench is short today. There were 2 people short on the bench.
Kane, Tuira Halanga about Obama. Okay, at least we go to see Bonko Sinyana. I want to stretch their legs. We go to see Onyango. It's been a while. Hey, Mbule, hey? He never left. Like he really enjoyed this game, bruh. Sure. No, but one thing about this Sundowns team is they've become really compassionate. They've become really respectful. Like normally, if we had this Sundowns 2 seasons ago, we could have seen another power lines FC score line. You know. Because there was nothing there. There are no goal attempts. There are no shots on target. There's nothing there.
Oh, come on. Or is it me? Am I off? Malume Kutu, can you hear me?
I can. Even though Nami went off a bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you
Hello?
now. Kumo. We can hear you now. Then it's gone again. Okay, Kumo. For time's sake, we'll have the conversation tomorrow on the show. Malume Kutu, I wanna read you Cape Town Spurs.
Over guys to low it.
Number 16, 14 games played, 1 win, I'm not going to say against 2, 1 win, no draws, 13 losses, 10 goals for, 30 goals against, 3 points on the board. They are officially, Sundowns is officially 11 times the number of points that Cape Town Spurs has, not plus, 11 times. What's going wrong here?
No, we can't use Sundowns as a bar for Cape Town Spurs. They've never aspired to win the league. So
but it's shocking.
Nah. If I was in proximity to the Cape Town Spurs owners, I'd point out some key things that are very necessary at this point to say, guys, listen, last year there was a team that was challenging for the league, and in the second half of the season did not win a single game. And as far as I know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. So, in as much as we
gone on a bad run. There's a team that can do the very same thing second half of the season. Do you know which 3 wins? 3 wins. I know it's difficult because they only have 1. 3 wins gets them off the foot of the table. The Cape Town Spurs. So it's not all doom and gloom. If they can get the right players, if they can get the right coach. Phela, you saw Mr. OT. You need polarizers, if that's the term. You need leaders, someone who can take over the change room. I was watching Kanakimang Ulebogang Mokoena today talk about how Benson Tlongo came in and bullied them and how he wasn't considered. And I'm thinking, you still don't get it. And the fact that he actually won a treble after introduction of Mhlongo, 10 years later, you still don't get it. You all had an attitude problem, and Benson was right. They just need 3 or 4 guys in there. And between Michael Morton, I'm sorry, these are good guys in the game. Michael Morton, Nazir Ali, Clayton Daniels. One must die. They should just say, guys, we can't have all of you here. We can only use 1 or 2 at max. We can't have all of you. So they can try and go for that guy, the magician. He'll probably have another tattoo.
Mang, the Englishman, Dylan Kerr, yeah?
If Dylan Kerr can come in, he can save them. If they can get 3 players, I don't know why they released Ralane, because Ralane was a good one. If they could at least get Ralane and maybe try and negotiate to Patosi, get in those type of players, players with good pedigree who can influence the younger boys, then they can go somewhere. And I believe most agencies they don't need to be rushing Batman in. Because Batman is a very erratic player. And it makes sense. I mean, he's 17. So if they can just get the right experience, and at this point, another noble thing to do, go to Torkop, knock on the door, and say, guys, Torkop Adilong. When Bartman is, since Bartman is like hot property there, you can take Bartman for free next season. Swallow your pride. I know it might not be a good deal. Just say you can take Bartman next year. Just give me Mbule, give me Nazir, give me Lebusa or whoever. Nyovala lapha. Mbuye ngisave status. Simple.
For time's sake, I'm going to have to catch you there, Malube Kutsa. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me begin with Agent. Agent, you watched this game live, man. I don't know. Was it worth it? Okay. Okay, no, there. I see the comment. Frank, how are you doing, my brother? Frank, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you, my brother. How's it?
There we go. I'm good. What did we watch there? Hey, I don't know what we're watching today.
First, I'll be back. You know, with the play of Cape Town Spurs, me, I'm not happy with the play of Sundowns. Truly speaking, the play of Sundowns has gone down since the game of TP Mazembe, the game of Amazulu, the game of Cape Town Spurs. If there is a team which is consistent, they can beat Sundowns. That's what I see now on how Sundowns is playing. Those touches we used to see on Sundowns, it's no more. I don't know what's going on these players of Sundowns. If the game of if Sundowns was going to face Pirates in their next game, truly speaking, the Sundowns was going to lose first game of the season. Because that thing, man, we used to see on Sundowns, I don't even know where are they lacking. Their consistency is no more, man. Even
11 games unbeaten, Frank.
but no, 11 games. Counting the game of Amazulu.
Ah,
Me, I'm a die-hard Sundowns fan. If Sundowns loses, I feel pain like there is something happening in my family. But on game of Amazulu, Sundowns was supposed to lose on that game. If Amazulu was scoring that game of Eriksen, Amazulu was going to come up with another game after that goal.
but that's unfair because
With this thing of officiating,
3 points.
no,
3 points is 3 points.
If we say that, no, Mr. Oti. If we say 3 points is 3 points, but there is blunders like that, it's not going to help us. Guys, something which is wrong, it's wrong, guys. Officiating here in France, it's wrong. I'm a Sundowns fan, but what's happened on Amazulu, it doesn't help. No.
Okay.
But if the next game of Sundowns, if they play like this in Cairo, mark my words, another second lose on Champions League. Yeah.
Okay. I hear you, Frank. Thank you so much. We'll cover the game properly. Agent, firstly, before you go. Before you go.
Yes,
I wanted
yes,
to
you can
say
go.
that. What's happening in Cape Town Spurs? You can answer, Frank, but what's happening there, man?
Okay. No, I wanted to sing that Kajoko Kalama Chiefs, but I think that double agents, double agents among us. There is imposters among us. Kalama Kaizer Chiefs. I think
Win the game.
we sang that song. We sang that song for 5 minutes. No man, Lola legend Salon Bujabupuli. It's anything because of that statement. AKA give us the league. I wanted to sing my brother Kuma, but I must deal with imposters among us.
You guys are your beef.
No. I don't know what is the definition of hard of die hard. Maybe die hard. Is that what we call it? They don't call me die hard for nothing. I don't know if you know the movie. Yeah, I think that's the die hard they're talking about, not this one. Double agents exist among us. I'm not the double agent here. Double agent exists among us. Lastly, on this point, there was a rally somewhere where allegedly, people are given free EF t-shirts and they come inside and they get ANC t-shirts. I think the previous speaker is one of those, that was given. Let me not go there. Let me not go there. Go to the game. I think I liked it. My last game for this year. So I enjoyed it. It was worth it. It was nice. The atmosphere was nice. Yeah, I think it was worth it. But with Cape Town City, I think we said this during the live that it was a wrong move, It was a wrong move to remove Vaseline and the TD because they were doing a good job. Middendorp is not the type of guy you bring in to save you. He's the type of guy you bring in at the beginning of the season to sustain you, to make you in the top 10, top 12 team. Not to save you because he's playing for a draw. So in a space like this, and like you're saying, they need 27 points from the next 16 games. Are they gonna get it with Middendorp? Middendorp is a 1 point per game coach, So even if he draws the next 16 games, still he gets relegated,
So I think that was the wrong move by Spurs. And yeah, it's fine. Sometimes Mutswana who was maybe this is the seconding of them. They should let them go down and they'll recollect themselves and they'll come back. Yeah, no, yeah, no, I think sometimes you learn and you grow, eh? So it's fine. Yeah, we took Kucho, man. That's why I didn't want to speak with you guys in the packing lot. I was gonna fall.
See you tomorrow, Tabaya. Hey, Bar. Guys, call us Drunken Bust FC. Hey, Bar. Wahib, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, I just can't hear you. Something with the mic there.
Can you hear?
Yeah, now I can hear. I can hear you. My brother, what were we watching there? Hi, what was this game?
Hi. It's a very embarrassment story on the side. Hi, this team is letting us down. Dallas is doing good. Cape Town City is doing good. Hi, Spurs. I don't understand, man. Comes down to the boss. Checking a very good coach. I think Bartlett was good. They haven't given him the backing. So this is what their payment. NFD next season.
But like this, where he 14 games played, 3 points.
And you win again, and you're winning a Pirates team. So what's wrong? Is it the players? Is it the manager? Who is it? It's too much to blame. It don't make sense at the end of the day because why have you got promotion if you can't get even one draw? So it's good for them.
Okay. No. I don't know. I didn't like this game, but it's fine. Let me bring in Rino, and then we'll wrap up. Rino, I don't know, man. I wish I could have. If they King, what do you call it? If they forfeited this game, the score would have been the same. We would have saved 90 minutes. Maybe they pay a fine. Nyana. What did you think of this game? Welcome.
No, there's a lot you can dissect from this game, and of course, Izembe Lizodla, Cape Town Spurs, because they haven't been performing at all. And for me, it's far from just being Ndabayama players. I think it's the management of the team. I think they're running Spurs like how they were with NFD. They're not realizing, hey, it's competitive here. So if you look at the Spurs, they do have good players. There's some players there I'm like, if this player could go to Chiefs or could go to Sundowns or go to Supersport, they would do wonders. But you look at Lapana, it's like, it's not a team, but it's a collection of players. It's like these guys have never played together. Every time they lose, it's like, there's a way as a team you lose. Every team loses. You can lose 5 games in a row, but you can see what they are trying to do. You have no idea what these guys are trying to do. When they have the ball, you have no idea if they want to transition. They want to invite the opponent to come in so they can play the little pockets. They're playing route one. None of them has any idea. None of them. So I wouldn't say it's the coach necessarily, even though he has part to blame because he's spending time with these guys in training. So even him, it's questionable with what are you doing with these boys, but the management, you can't be losing 10 games and still not making drastic changes and making necessary signings. And I don't know what happened to Ralani. I don't know why they let go of Ralani as well. So it's sad to see that. It's very sad to see a team doing this. Even in the Premier League in England, teams lose. Or Burnley, they're at the bottom there, but you can see what they're trying to do. Lana, it's a guaranteed 3 points. You're playing against Spurs, everybody knows it's a guaranteed 3 points.
Except if you're Pirates, but
so
I'm not gonna go there.
But I think the boys only played good against Pirates because they were trying to advertise themselves, to maybe be
new coach.
be scouted by Pirates.
Oh,
Yes. Apart from that,
okay. No.
Man, it's for me it's awful. And you see, like, I don't know if I told you this before. Ever since I've been doing, coaching and all of that, there's a lot you learn from football. Guys, it's not easy to run a football club. Yeah, but people will judge you on the 90 minutes. You see, the weeks you have, the week you had prior to that 90 minutes, it's very difficult. And for me, I would say these guys, they probably could maybe save themselves on a January transfer window. However, whom are they going to sign?
Will they do it?
Because here you need experience. Yes, and the worst part about it, there are players who can actually save them. Yeah, but there are players who are looking for a loan. There are players who still have never even played professionally, on local teams and stuff like that, who would actually show. But I don't know if what system they playing, and it's worse. You can't go against Sundowns and you have no idea what you're doing. They will annihilate you. Yeah,
okay.
So
No, Reno,
like we can
you.
go back and forth, go to. None of these teams want to adapt, man. And what I liked, I'm not sure if you saw that. Steve Compella said we all have to adapt, like how Sundowns adapted to the new way of playing football. Yeah, this is not just for Cape Town City, every club, or else you're gonna keep losing. I don't see Sundowns losing any match this season. If they do, it'll be on them. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how good these guys are.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. We will break it down properly tomorrow. I'm just rushing you because of time. But yeah, we'll have our normal show tomorrow, and we can speak more in depth about these things. Thank you to the panel that have joined me. Guys, I'm not going to say too much. All I'm going to say is Cape Town Spurs, 16th in the league, 14 games played, 1 game won, no draws, 13 losses, 10 goals scored, 30 goals conceded, 3 points on the board. That is really all you have to. That is really all you have to look at to tell you how this game was going to go. Mamelodi Sundowns played a completely different team. They rotated almost everybody. Abu Allen were in the stands, and they still came away with a 3-0 win, because on the flip side, and where now this moves on to the league, Sundowns is number 1, 11 games played, 11 games won, no draws, no losses, 23 goals for, 3 goals against, 33 points. That is Sundowns this season. So today we watched both extremes face each other and look each other in the eye, and it played out exactly how it was meant to play out. Cape Town Spurs is lost. They don't have the right personnel. Their players are a little old. Their coaches don't seem to know what to do with these players. And everything we spoke about, maybe them refreshing the team, adding some people, doing all that stuff. Hopefully they can do it now in January when the window opens. But until that time, we're going to sit back and we're going to go, this is what our league is. That's what Cape Town Spurs is. They could have gotten 42 points up to this point, but they've only got 3. They're 11 times. If you want to catch Sundowns, they don't have to plus points. They have to times points. They are 11 times behind the Sundowns. Sundowns is 11 times more points-wise than the Cape Town Spurs. And that just tells you everything you needed to know about this game. 3-0. Bulia scored. Salulile scored. And why am I forgetting the last one? I'm blanking the last one, but it's fine. They won 3-0. We're going to listen to the coaches and all of that stuff in their press conferences tomorrow. The show is on at 8. Join me and let's talk about this and talk about what's going to be said. And let's see how that goes. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8.